Chapter 32. After I had descended from the mountain. When after the 40 days I returned down from the mountain, my soul was so full of the love and light I had taken in from the Father that I could not understand the contrast I was seeing around me. People seemed to be living on a different world than I had just been on. They saw each other only the way they looked by their outer appearances. They did not see anything that was deeper and beyond the outer material human body, and what had been shown by the source of all sources on the mountain. That most powerful of all, the states of consciousness and these energy information vibrations that were so splendidly and in various colors, shining throughout every aspect of creation, matter, soul, or spirit. The whole creation, even around us, was permanently pulsating, and it was so alive and interrelated, plants with plants, animals and people with animals and plants, and among themselves. Everything, truly everything around was also linked up together with what you call the inanimate part of nature, the ground, lakes, rivers, seas, mountains, even with clouds and the sky. Everything was tied up into living and waving mutual bonds. Even by means of one's thoughts, the word diffusing throughout a visible and invisible part of the whole creation. It was difficult for me to get reconciled with the idea that no one around could even think that everything, absolutely everything, was in motion and pulsating by its energy state, both within and without. And all this is not altogether what our eyes see or our hands touch. All this is much more than this, and much more beautiful and much more subtler. If only man's enlightened consciousness could see it right away, man would perceive and fall in love with everything that is in creation. And at once he would feel that the Creator, that very most powerful creative consciousness, is only loving and helping rather than chastising and repudiating anyone. It is this who God actually is, according to the human understanding. And he is not any other but the Father who loves each one. Thus, how cannot man love each other and the whole environment and the Creator himself? At that time, the servility of man before God, caused by fear, had nothing in common with the feeling I had experienced on the mountain, and with the one I was experiencing in a blissful state after having returned to the people again. I saw it and desired to explain to the people what I had seen on the mountain with my soul vision and what I had felt with my soul heart, to explain it to all my brothers and sisters in spirit I encountered. I was feeling that my soul was burning with love and desire to help all who wanted my help, and one I should really help so that they would also be able to undergo, at least to some degree, similar experiences and love vibrations within their own selves. That would give them comfort and bliss that had already been delivered to them in the love vibrations by the Creator and all-embracing source that was called by the Jews as the God of Israel, the God of their chosen people, even as the Father of Israel. No, that source and center belonged to the whole creation rather than just to one chosen nation. He belonged to all and to each. As much as one opened up to him, that much one began to feel his vibrations within oneself. As much as the Jews opened up to him, that much would they start experiencing his operation within their own selves. That much would they start looking upon others, upon all, with love, even as upon their brethren. I came down from the mountain, full of love and resolution to help those people who in their existence were suffering in the slavery of fear and anxiety, rituals and dogmas, and all of whom I loved so much. And I was resolute to share my love with all, not because the world was in need of it, but rather because I could not live otherwise. I was abiding by the only law of the Father, the law of his love. And the whole creation also abides by this very law, because all the superior creatures in creation see and feel much more beyond what is merely a form. They also feel an ever deeper quality in that form, the more they merge with the divine, universal, and absolute consciousness, with the Creator, who is the love consciousness himself. I'm his ray, and I can and will enlighten all people, animals, and plants without any exception along my path, wherever I might find myself in. And whoever shall desire this light from the Creator of mine, the Creator of all, from the loving Father, that one shall receive it. Even now, each one has already received it. All have received it. I will merely help them open up their hearts and feel his warmth and love, and see this light of love with the eyes of the soul. My heart was singing the hymns of love and glory to the source and center of the whole creation, to such a wonderful consciousness of such great vitality, who creates life and love and pours it out upon the whole creation, so that it would begin to feel it and direct it to all around. Is it possible not to love such a Creator, such a source, such a center, who himself is love and wisdom, even the source of love and the source of wisdom? And he is teaching us to love and to live wisely. I was feeling such bliss within that the song of my soul was nothing else but my soul's live response to the tremor of the love vibrations excited by the Creator that were, are, and shall ever be sent by him. And everything I was feeling, I desired, and I desired very much to be experienced by every single soul. I was walking so overwhelmed with bliss, so calm within, and so firm in my faith in the Creator that there was no force that could suppress my love vibrations for all the people. There was no one that might present to me anything in opposition that would surpass love. Nothing else existed to me but love. Love and love, as well as my soul's powerful desire from within to share it with all, to help all achieve inner peace and begin to love such a wonderful source, the Father, who is within us. And I was well aware of how that feeling must be maintained ever stronger and without any misgiving. I knew that only a sincere relationship, a sincere prayer was the way that would let man open up the gate of that channel for that very drink of love to start flowing into each soul. I must teach them so that they might begin to feel that living, running stream within themselves. It was only that way that they would experience love and tranquility within themselves. It was only that way they would radiate their love and peace. I had such a bright and pleasant sensation within me that the whole environment looked to me like a wonderful garden in blossom that neither my eyes could marvel at nor my heart could rejoice in enough. I was looking at the rocks around and I was seeing a blossoming garden. I was looking at the desert and I was seeing green pastures. Everything seemed to me to be replenished with goodness, freshness, beauty, concord, and harmony in vibrations of love. I realized that it was the type of vision that my heart had been crying for. It desired to move forward to goodness and beauty, to contribute very creatively and actively to making that beauty envelop the soul of every creature. Wherever the soul might be, I desired that it would always be feeling like it was in a blossoming and refreshing garden, full of wonderful life, pursuing the only goal to pulsate with all that beauty and freshness while drinking the Creator's love nectar in all sincerity, even fusing with Creator.